So we can now start with the first pitching session of the day, the third startup toaster of the 2 days. I'd like to call on stage first our awesome judges. We have here Bas Godska. We already saw him yesterday. We also have Eric Anderson. He's around here. Here he is. Welcome, Eric. How are you doing? Welcome, Bas. How are you doing? And then there is also Angel Garcia gave us a rise. Very last moment. That's great. Welcome, Angel. How are you doing? Okay, so the same format as yesterday. So we will have 2 minutes pitch from each startup, and then we will have 5 minutes Q&A from the judges. So I would like to call on stage the first startup. We have Andrei Golovchenko from Kaznachey. I'll give you. Hi.
How's it going?
A little bit nervous, but it's normally. But you are sitting there, I'm staying here. Okay. Good day, everybody. My name is Andrei Golovchenko. I'm glad to present you our project, Kaznachey. Kaznachey, it's a cloud payment processing platform. We process for internet shops and mobile applications. We process bank cards, Visa, MasterCards, e-wallet system, cash terminals, and loyalty cards. Combine all it in one solution, present it under a single contract, and combine opportunities of several banks to provide a better offer for our merchants. We are SSL EV and PCI DSS certified. Our platform completely match all security standards of Visa and MasterCards. We connect more than 700 clients during only 5 months, and show permanent growth of client base and our turnover. We have solved main problems of our competitors, we have old payment form, which increases conversion rate. We have developed more than 50 ready-to-install CMS modules, improve connection time up to 15 minutes only, and make instant payouts, 5 minutes, to bank cards, and next day payouts for bank accounts. This we show an actively growth in Ukraine, plan to start in Russia during next 1 or 2 months later, and next year we plan to start in Europe. I think that's all. It's the main. Thank you for your attention, and I'm ready to answer your questions.
Thank you. So, question from the judges.
Yeah, can you tell me about your team?
Our team, the main members of our team is the first of 3 persons. Me, strategy and sales. My partner Yaroslav, it's a CTO, and Vadim, the marketing. All of us have a huge experience in our stage, in our part of business, and together we are very, very huge team.
Okay, thank you for the presentation. Well, you are in a space that a lot of people want to be there, in the payment services. Not yet nobody's making a lot of success with that, trying to be there. I would like to understand a little bit more about your value proposition. First, understand who is your customer. I understand the customer is the merchant or not. And which is the value proposition either for the merchant, for the customer, or for the people?
I think I'm not exactly understand your questions. You mean what advantages our advantages?
Yeah, of course. I mean, merchants, they already have a payment system. People, we already have a payment system.
Yes.
Why we are going to use you? because at the end, I feel much more secure using American Express than rather than you.
Because in CIS, only we legally could work with legal entities and individuals. We make instant payouts, 5 minutes only on bank cards. It's a very, very important to receive money as soon as possible. We have ready-to-use integration modules. It takes approximately 5 or 7 minutes to install it according to video instructions without programming.
I think RoboCassa and Dingy Online do exactly the same, right? Or where
Yes,
are you different?
I understand for Europe we present a little bit different advantages. We have a own payment form. It's very easy without any redirecting, any additional questions.
iFrame?
Yes, on Frame we open up it onto merchant site without going anywhere their client.
One window agreement to be connecting all the different payment providers? Or
We open up iFrame.
No, that's on a technical level, but operationally, if you want to get signed up with all the different merchants, that's separate agreements between the merchant and MasterCard, or do they sign one agreement with you and then have all the options?
We provide a list of different payment systems according to agreement or agreement with different banks. We could process, we choose which bank we send this transaction to process, or made I'm not exactly how it in English, cascade. First attempt in one bank. If they declare this transaction, we made without any additional questions in second and the third, if we have a free contracts with one merchant. So we increase conversion rate like our form without redirect, and using this function to combine several banks, as I said, to provide best financial, it's a little different commission, and technical for successful.
Okay, and last question for me is the commission rates. Are they lower than your competitors? Is that maybe something where you are attractive to merchants?
Yes, we
or is it identical?
have a competitive commission for bank cards and instant payouts.
But is it identical to your competitors?
2.9, and when we work under the contract, we could provide 1.8 commissions.
Very, very last 1 second question is fraud. Do you have your own anti-fraud algorithms, or do you use external?
We have our own fraud system, but now it's in a little bit learning. We have a huge, massive data of any of our information about our customer, the content on their cards, their purchasing, how often they buy in that internet shop, IP address. After we made the first checking and using the second step checking in bank. And next year plan to use only our own fraud system, but it's not perfect enough today.
Good luck.
Any more questions from the judges? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bye.
So,
Thank you.
so sorry for that. Second startup pitching is Public Fast. We have here Vitaly Malet. Welcome.
Hey everyone, my name is Vitaly. I'm founder and CEO of Public Fast. Public Fast is a marketing platform for promotions, social media with help of influencers. We already launched 2 platforms, MyScore and Public Fast, and have over 100,000 users at MyScore, 6,000 users at Public Fast as influencers, and over 200 brand representatives are registered at MyScore, and already we launched 7 brand advertising campaigns in Ukraine, Kazakhstan, and Russia. What is the problem? Is where and how to find influencers. There are several current solutions in Europe and USA, and in CIS countries, this solution are used only for SEO optimization tool. How it works? Brand create campaign, shortly make brief for influencers, choose influencers, and then receive detailed analytic and for each influencers and for fully complete campaign. MyScore is our second platform. It's lead generation tool for public fast, and there are influencers that measure their influence in Facebook and Contact and Twitter. They receive detailed analytic of each page and can receive perks from brands without money, without anything they received for search for looking through these perks. There are a lot of business benefits, and we work in Facebook, Contact, and Twitter, and as soon as possible we would launch Instagram and YouTube. Our business model is pretty simple. It's commission for every brand advertising campaign, and it starts from $150. Market is really huge. It's over $90 billion all over the world. We have a great team, and we already raised $300,000 from Imperius Group, and now we're searching for a Series A round. Please contact me if you want to be a partner and advisor, and maybe you have money. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice presentation. Quick first question. How do the advertisers pay you? On a CPM basis, CPC basis, CPL?
No. It's price per post. Only price per post. We have a math model that collect all information about influencers, and we can predict reach that will be in influencers post during 1 month.
Okay, but then you will have competitors like Linkia who actually do it on a CTR basis, so basically saying how much for a click, which is more attractive for an advertiser.
Maybe.
If I'm an advertiser, I would love not to just see that the post is somewhere, but that people actually click, because that will bring me
it's too hard,
customers.
It's too hard to calculate this situation, and influencer receives their money
But
after
your
they
competitors
post.
do that.
Sorry?
Your competitor Linkia does that, so it's not too hard. Somebody has already done it, and
Yeah.
successfully. Do you know them?
No.
Oh.
No, really no. Thanks.
Let me see if we find something different. You said that you predict. How are you doing? What kind of, do you have something, a specific algorithm, or is something unique or something? How long it takes to develop the algorithm?
We make exactly 4 different algorithms for prediction reach, engagement in Facebook, Contact, Twitter, and there are different in them. And we predict on 92%, we say that this prediction will be true in 92% in months. They received as much as possible that we predict in 1 month.
How long it take to develop the algorithm?
At MyScore, influencer can receive the score, its algorithm to predict reach during 3 minutes, or even minimum.
How much does it cost to acquire a user?
Sorry, I don't.
How much does it cost to acquire a user? And what's that? Yeah, for you, how much does it cost to get a user? And how much are you growing month over month?
We haven't, we haven't spent even dollar for marketing now. We make MyScore, and it's, like growth hack for us. Users tell everyone in social media that they measure influence, tell them about the influence in social media, and other users came to MyScore, check, and if they have more than 50 points, they can register at Public Fast and receive money for the post. So we haven't spent money for marketing yet.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So we have the third startup pitching now. We have Anka Stefan from Controlin. Welcome, Anka.
Okay, hello. I'm Anca Stefan and I'm coming from Romania. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Controlin, which is Controlin is a solution for diabetes management for patients with diabetes. Right now, we have it only in Romania, and we already have 500 users. They are daily basis users. They use our system every day. Basically, what we do, we give them a device that measures their glucose level, their blood glucose level, and with that device, the data are being transmitted from the glucometer via Bluetooth through the mobile phone and then in the cloud to our database. And there the data are being analyzed, and after that solutions are being found, and something like I don't know, charts and reports are being sent to the patient and as well to the doctors. Basically, each patient gets the chance to see the history of his glucose level measurements and how it's gonna go in the next. I mean, we have a small prediction part, and we tell them, okay, your risk for developing something like heart disease or I don't know, whatever, heart failure and so on. For that patient, we tell them what are the risks to develop those diseases. And as well, we have a call center. And for example, you see there, if the glucose level is way too high or way too low, an alert is being generated in the call center. In the call center, they call the patient. They say, okay, how are you? Is everything okay? Is everything going on? Why is that glucose level so high or that low? So basically, it's a solution for diabetes patient to help them better manage their disease.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No, you have a question from the judges first.
Okay. Can you tell me about competition and your vision? Do you plan to expand internationally or just regionally?
Yes, right now in Romania we are the only solution for that. The market is about 700,000 patients that are they need to monitor their glucose level. And right now we are working on an English version in order to expand it in Europe.
And any competitors?
Competitors, yeah, there are about 1,000 apps for diabetes worldwide, but ours has all this system integrated: the call center, the device, the whole care management program. You know, because we have patients, doctors, and everybody in one place.
You actually manufacture the hardware?
Not yet. Right now we are working on finding funds in order to create the glucometer with a SIM incorporated in order to transmit the data directly in the cloud. Because this is right now we are using a device produced by another producer that transmits the data via Bluetooth, and we have to cut that and produce it by ourselves. And
wondering, that smartphone, is it some kind of specific smartphone? Or
no, it works on any device right now, only on Android. It's not on
okay, so
iPhone.
it's not included in the package? It's kind of just the people,
if they have their own phone, they can use their own, or if they don't, we give them as well.
I hear you.
The phone.
Okay, great product. The challenge with those kind of products is how to go to market. I mean, how to make millions or thousands of people that know that your product exists. So several questions. First, I would like to understand about the price. Not only the current price, but what is the price that you think that you can achieve with certain volume? But also most important is how you reach people. I mean, I think it's something in one country is good, but I think that your goal is to become a global producer of that. How you're planning to do that is through associations. Let me understand a little bit more. And finally, I guess that there is a lot of medical authorization for that. Where are you on that? So it's price, go-to-market, and certifications or whatever.
Okay, so for the price, right now our patients, they pay something like 15 euros for a month. It's something like a subscription fee, and they get all the data and the supplies, which is a very good price because usually a patient pays like 12 or 13 euros only for the supplies. So we give them the supplies and access to all the database and so on.
The insulin, you mean? Also,
Excuse me?
You also provide the insulin, or?
Yes. Yes, we give them all in one, in one package. Okay, this is for the price. For the authorizations, we have them we have them in Romania, and it's okay. It's working with us. We have a partnership with International Federation of Diabetes. They know about our products and they support us. We are now working with Association of Diabetes from Greece as well in order to find a way to go there. And as promoting and working in the market, we work a lot with the doctors because they are the first ones to meet the patient, to recommend the product, and so on. And for the patient, it's not much difference to pay a little bit more. It's about 2 euros more than he usually pays, and he usually has to pay on monthly basis. So the doctors are quite okay, and they receive all this information and all these charts and all these information about the patients. So they are quite happy with it, and they recommend it.
There is a way any way to use brands or to use to put some branding in the device in order to get support. I don't know, a specific company that is in the space of the diabetic people to support the cost of the device. Because, well, I tend to believe that $50 a month, maybe it's cheap as you said, but a significant amount of money to a sponsorship the device or something like that could reduce the price of the.
Yes, we already did that with Vodafone. They have a special project with that on European level. It's called Mobile for Good, and they supported us, and they are supporting us in order to achieve something like, I think, 800 patients. It's the next target for us.
But I mean, for instance, a medical insurance company, something like that they are really interested that the patients are not going to be in a bad situation because it will cost money to the medical insurance, to a sponsorship in some way, this kind of device in order to be sure that my customers are monitorized and you are not going to go to the hospital, will cost me a lot of money. Those kind of things in order to really, or to provide for free or whatever, a sponsor, I think something that you have to really explore.
Yeah, we want to give it for free, it's our aim. And
give it for free because the medical insurance is paying to you.
Yes and no, because for the type 1 diabetes, the health system supports the patient. Otherwise, the patient has to pay daily for all he needs.
Yeah. This is maybe here, but in other countries, if you have a medical insurance and you have a problem with your diabetes and you have to go to the hospital, the medical insurance company is going to pay for that. Meaning that the medical insurance company is not interested to have problems with my patient. So I'm really happy to force my customers in order to be monitorized. Okay.
Thank you very much. For speech, we have Alexander Davidenko from Shopian. Welcome.
Thank you. I'd like to talk about offline marketing, about future of offline marketing. There is a problem. Problem is offline advertising. It's everywhere. It's annoying, it's inefficient, it's unable to measure feedback or make statistical analytics. And things about to change. There is a lot of tools to make it happen. We use offline internet and mobile touch to change this with values for both sides, for those who want to advertise and for those who have no chance to avoid advertisement, like us. It's new channel of communication. Our solution, we have proximity tools measuring in real world. We have processing of behavioral data in cloud. About market. Actually, there is no word in Ukraine language or Russian language naming proximity marketing market. So it's new market, but it's growing. It's growing very fast. And we are not alone. We have competi. We have competi in Ukraine, and we have competi all over the world. But actually, market was formed this year, and there is no one knows. No one knows where should it go. So we just taken part of it. And we have team. Most of us were working in enterprise. I was working in enterprise IT. Our CTO co-founder was working SAP in Ukraine. We have a few more guys to develop our backend and both platforms like iOS and Android. We have business plan, it's subscription, and yes, and we have lots of options in those plans. And we have a product, actually. We're not launched yet. We work on white label solutions. There wouldn't be a Shopian name on it, but it's our platform, it's our technology we develop. So we have MVP for the platform we're going to launch, and we have some strategies, and we need money for this. We came here to find seed investments to launch our platform. And why now? Because there is a lot of tech able to make this happen. And we are going to do this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Question.
Question from the public?
Yeah, public or me?
From the judges, sorry.
Hi. Question is the following. A lot of people switch off their Bluetooth. It's really like 10 or 20%, as far as I know, that keep it on. It sucks the energy of the battery. Are you planning any Wi-Fi connectability as well for the rest of the people?
Actually, guys developing Bluetooth working on that too. So they going to make things change, because there is two states of Bluetooth. It could work. One state it's working with Bluetooth speaker or anything else, and another state of Bluetooth is working like a beacon. See beacon, you know.
Okay, so no Wi-Fi plans.
There is Wi-Fi beacons, but Wi-Fi as a technology have a lot of diminutions. Wi-Fi couldn't figure out a lot of information about user. It couldn't help to figure out who the user is. And main advantage of Bluetooth is making it able us, as a provider of the service, define exactly who user is and what exactly he could be interested in.
Okay, it would just be great if you have both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, because you're missing out on a group of people that do not switch on their Bluetooth. I always keep it off, for instance, not that I'm
it's
representative. And second little thing is the hardware bit. Are you also, as a business, going to supply? I know it's kind of Chinese hardware that you buy elsewhere, or somewhere, I don't know. But will you have a sales team selling it to shops, the package with the hardware, or is it just beacons that are already ready, set up in the retail areas?
No. I was selling hardware for a long time, so I don't want to do it more. I like to sell service.
Yeah.
Service helping those who want to make advertisement to make it relevant to exact people. So service, it's our goal is to build logic that will help those who want to be advertised to find their public. And that will help us, those who can't avoid to be advertised on, to take more relevant information from those advertisements. That's the goal.
Okay, we already have a
once more.
large conversation. I think that I already provide a lot of feedback. Just to share with the people that is a lot of startups trying to play in this iBeacon business, trying to provide information to offline, indoor, monitoring, tracking, everything. The thing I think that all of them are missing, and the potential customers that are requesting, first is those issues with the Bluetooth connectivity of you have to install a specific app, meaning that at the end the public objective is just few people. But more than that, I think that the real value is not about the iBeacon you can buy in China, in Poland, and so on. If how you find the way that the data that you are generating from the iBeacons brings real value to the customer, that is not the people, is the brand or the retailer or these kind of things. And this is the challenge. We have a large conversation, but this is the challenge, to find a way to bring enough data, interesting data, to the retailers that they already have a lot. They are looking for ways to track in the indoor. They have a lot of information about online sales, but they want to have more about offline. So think about ways to provide something different from the data point of view to what others are trying to do. If not, it's going to be a tough competition. Yes.
Actually, I remembered that we have in Discuss project, white label project for Ukrainian e-commercial retailer who have offline showrooms. So we try, thank you. We will try to do it.
Yeah, I think it's a difficult space. A lot of people are really doing this. Can you talk about your strategy in terms of how you're going to get these offline retailers to accept what you're doing? And do you have specific people in place to go about executing this?
Actually, I didn't get a question.
How do you plan to execute the offline strategy with getting new customers on board? Do you have salespeople? Are you have people on the ground?
Oh, I see. Yes, it would be B2B sales standard. On this, at the beginning, yes. And after we test blocks to build our platform, we will decide the way. Actually, as I said at the beginning, proximity marketing market is just building. So no one has a niche. No one knows what to do. There is few leaders in the world who work in Australia, in USA, and they are just moving in complete dark, like this. So we want to.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Last but not least, fifth pitch of the day. We have here Vitaly Kedik from Wishround. Welcome, Vitaly.
Thank you. So, hi guys. I'm here to introduce to you Wishround. We've basically studied lots of analytics, and the thing is, people tend to overestimate their own creativity when choosing the right gift. 60% think they always choose the right gift, while 80% said they actually received not what they wanted. That's how the idea of Wishround came up. Wishround is a simple instrument for e-commerce that enables group gifting, social payments, and consumer lending functionality out of the box. Merchant places the button, Wish It button, on the items page. Clicking that button, user creates a wish and spread it over through social networks or in any other convenient way. His friends contribute to that wish with their chip-ins, with any amount of money they want, and after the wish is funded, we transfer money with the order details to the merchant. In that way, everybody are happy. User got his wish fulfilled. His friends spending a reasonable amount of money get it for a really cool big gift. And merchant sold the high-ticket item and got a full bunch of new potential customers on different pipeline stages. Our general monetization model is revenue sharing. We are now working on a white label functionality to deliver to market on the subscription fee. And after we gather the decent amount of transactional data, we are going to launch consumer lending functionality. We consider European e-commerce market as our target market with its volume of 360 billion euros, from 5 to 7% of that is gifts. There are more than 600,000 potential customers for us, I mean e-commerce. And if only consider birthdays of our target audience, e-shoppers aged from 18 to 35, there are more than 100 million such events in Europe. That's probably it. Thank you, and remember, great things best done together. Thanks.
Thank you. Have questions, I guess, from our judges?
Have you done any tests? How many transactions have been processed?
We did alpha testing in Ukraine. We've got more than 15,000 visit rate in 1 month with zero budget on marketing. And we've got 30 wishes fulfilled with more than almost $5,000 passed through us. We actually even earned something on that transactions.
What's the average size of a wish?
It's basically higher than average Ukrainian ticket. If you tell in hryvnias, it's about 2,500 hryvnias. It's 200 bucks, I suppose.
Okay. And customer feedback, what's the satisfaction?
We do have feedback from our consumers. I mean, the people who create the wish, and we do have a feedback from our partners, merchants. Again, the thing is, we spent zero budget on marketing, proves the viral effect of this service. It's actually spread to almost 6,000 unique users just among 30 wishes fulfilled through the Facebook. And we also have a feedback from a different types of merchants. Some of them say that this is really cool instrument as you actually enables out of the reach audience for us, as they were out of the reach because of the price of our items. Others say this is cool because like 40% of consumers trust more to merchants that have more than 3 ways to pay for the item.
I'm a little bit depressed.
Pardon?
A little bit depressed.
Why not?
Because you're a very smart guy, and this is a lovely project, but I have fears. I think I've been working in internet shops with many millions of visitors, and when we implemented the Хочу в подарок functionality, it was always a miserable fail. Nobody used it. So I'm wondering, like, the second obstacle that I see is when you want to get those merchants to be implementing your third-party script on their site, they're going to cry. Their user interface guy will say, this is not fine in the kartochka tavara. There's a latency maybe, stuff like that. So you've got so many hurdles for a nice concept. So I'm just wondering, are you sure that you're going to overcome all those hurdles?
You're probably saying that I'd like to be quite clear here. We are not a wish list. We're kind of anti-wish list. There are 2 main features that actually characterize that. We only, for merchant, we basically guarantee the sale if the wish was fulfilled.
That's the third thing I'm worried about, because you do a CPA model or a CPO model, which also means that there's a lot of deduplication, fraud potential, last click wins kind of things where you lose out on the sale. Or are you not on a CPO basis?
We are on the no. We share the revenue, so we just keep the transaction.
I'm worried, but let's have a talk afterwards because I would like to be.
Okay, let's talk after. I'll give you more details.
Okay.
You said that you are looking for seed capital.
Yeah, we're looking for seed capital.
You have to bring something to the table. I mean, from an investor point of view. I mean, I'm not going to ask here for that crazy metrics with traction and virality, but in order to avoid to take a look to you like another one, you have to bring something in order to convince us that you are going to get some traction. A lot of startups say, no, we are getting whatever without any pound in marketing, blah, blah, blah. It's always the same. I mean, we are getting something, but it's without investment of marketing. In order to give you this money to invest in marketing, you have to bring something to the table. We are a group of guys with a lot of expertise in this business the last 20 years or the last 10 years. I don't know. We have some great metrics without investment. We have a couple of agreements with the big brands. You have to bring something to the table. Because if not, for us, it's another one doing almost the same, saying that we have great metrics without investment in marketing, but once we invest in marketing, we are going to be, wow, this is, everybody's investing in marketing, is really expensive, and it's not allowed you to grow as you're expecting. So it's just an advice. In order to get this seed capital, you have to put something else on the table, that another idea about that.
The basic thing is we consider the service as like B2B2C service. And if talking about the expertise, our team have more than 15 probably years in total.
You have to, in the pitch, have to be in the pitch.
Oh, I see. So that's
What
true.
else? What else? I mean,
we do have a roadmap for our services with the exact arguments for each stage of that roadmap and metrics.
if you have those kind of experience, probably you should be able to go beyond that where you are today without investment in marketing.
Pardon?
If you have this level of experience that you are saying, I think that you have to be able to go beyond that what you are right now, in not before to ask for money.
Probably.
Well, pretty tough judges
Thanks.
today. Thank you very much. The third startup toaster is over now. There is the lunch break. Thank you very much to our judges. And we'll be back here at 2 p.m., so right after lunch, for the presentation of the hackathon project. Afterwards, at 3:30, we will have the fourth and last startup toaster session. Afterwards, the winners will be announced. So see you after lunch. Thank you very much.